You can have the perfect business idea, but if you miss one tiny rule when starting your LLC in Kentucky, the state can reject your paperwork and delay your launch by weeks or even months. Now, the good news, starting an LLC in Kentucky is cheap, fast, and totally doable, even if you've never done it before. So in this video, I'll walk you through every step with no fluff and zero legal jargon. Now, by the way, there's one thing that most new business owners, they get wrong before they even hit submit. And if you mess this thing up, the state won't just reject your LLC, they'll keep your filing fee too. But we'll get to more on that in a minute. So here's something most people don't realize. Kentucky is one of the cheapest states in the US to start and run a business. In fact, CNBC recently ranked it #1 in the country for the cost of doing business. And that means lower rent, payroll, and utilities for you. Now, beyond low costs, the state offers tax incentives like the small business tax credit, which can put thousands of dollars back into your pocket. It's also smack dab in the middle of the major US markets with easy shipping access through UPS, FedEx, and DHL hubs. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly, business-friendly home base for your LLC, Kentucky quietly checks all the boxes. That said, there's one detail that you absolutely cannot afford to overlook when naming your LLC in Kentucky, and missing it could stop your business before it even starts. So let's get into that here first. But before we get in too deep here, here's one thing to keep in mind. So starting your business, it should be exciting and not overwhelming. But forming an LLC on your own, that can get really confusing fast with all the legal forms, the rules, and easy to miss details. Now, I'll walk you through everything in this video, but if any part of this feels confusing, I've got a favorite LLC formation service that makes the whole process super simple and stress-free. It's guided, beginner-friendly, and only costs $39. So if you hit any bumps along the way throughout this video, just click right up here to get step-by-step help setting up your LLC the easy way. Naming your business might sound easy, but in Kentucky, it's one of the most common spots that people mess up, and what I hinted about earlier. So the state has very specific rules. So your LLC name must include limited liability company, LLC, or LLC at the end. And it has to be clearly different from any other business name already registered in Kentucky. Even slight differences like solutions versus solutions with a Z, that won't cut it. So before landing on a name, run a quick name search on the Kentucky Secretary of State's website, which is linked to in the description below, along with every other resource that I mentioned in this video. Now, if your name is available and you don't want to do the rest of the paperwork at that time, you can reserve it for 120 days for just $15. And just a heads up, the state won't approve names that suggest that you're a bank or insurance company or a government agency unless you have specific permissions. But even if you've nailed the name, right, your business won't be approved without one critical role filled. And missing this next piece? Well, it can cause legal problems down the line, so let's go ahead and break it down. So here's where a lot of first-time business owners get caught off guard, right? You can't form an LLC in Kentucky without listing what they call a registered agent. A registered agent is the person or company that's responsible for receiving legal and government documents on behalf of your business. So think, lawsuits, tax forms, compliance reminders, important stuff that you really don't want going to the wrong place. In Kentucky, your agent must have a physical address in the state, right? So no PO boxes, and be available during normal business hours. So who should you choose? Well, if you live in Kentucky, which I assume that you probably do, you could technically list yourself. But the downside is that you'll need to be available anytime paperwork shows up. And that's not ideal if you run errands or take vacations. Plus, your address that you use will go on public record. So say goodbye to your privacy. Now, if you don't want that, you can get a professional service instead. Personally, my preferred provider for this is Northwest Registered Agent. They're known for their strong privacy protections, their excellent customer support, and straightforward pricing. Now, if you hire them to help form your LLC, the cost is only $39, which is a heck of a deal. And one of the best perks of using them is that you can use their business address on your public filings, which helps keep your personal address private and cuts down on, all the junk mail. But here's something to know. If your registered agent isn't valid or is unreachable, the state can actually dissolve your LLC. So yeah, it's serious. But once you do have this figured out, you need to submit the formal paperwork for Kentucky to recognize your LLC as a business. So let's dive into how you do that here. So to make your LLC legal, you'll need to file what they call the Articles of Organization with the Kentucky Secretary of State. The official name of the form is Form KLC, and yes, you can do it all online. Now here's something to love. The filing fee is only $40. Less than dinner and drinks in most cities. And it's way cheaper than many other states out there. In the form, you'll plug in your LLC name, your registered agent's info, your business address, and whether your business will be member managed or manager managed. Once your paperwork is approved, at that point, you'll get back a stamped certificate of formation. This is kind of like a birth certificate for your business, so you want to hold on to it. In Kentucky, usually they'll process online filings in one business day, which is lightning fast by government standards, so be ready to move quickly once you submit it. But just because your LLC exists on paper, that doesn't mean that it's ready to run. There's one document that decides how everything works behind the scenes, and skipping that document could cost you big. So let's break it down. Now let's clear up a big myth. Kentucky doesn't require an operating agreement for LLCs, but that doesn't mean that you should skip it. So this document, it spells out who owns what, how profits are split, and what happens if there's a dispute between owners. Even if you're a solo owner, an operating agreement helps prove that your LLC is a true business, not just a side hustle, which is something that banks and courts really care about. The good news here is you don't need a lawyer unless things are really complicated. There are free templates available online, or you can just use something like ChatGPT for help. Now, hiring a lawyer, that can be done as well, but that can get really expensive quick. Now, if you don't have an operating agreement, state default rules will kick in, which might not fit your situation. So creating your own, it puts you in control and protects you and your business if anything ever goes sideways. And for our next step here, if you want a business bank account, you'll need something from the IRS that's actually completely free and only takes about 10 minutes to get. Curious to what that is? Let's dive in here. All right, so this is what I'd say the easiest step in your LLC journey, which is getting an employer identification number, or EIN. Your EIN is like a social security number for your business, right? It's required to open a business bank account, hire employees, and file federal taxes. You'll just head over to the official IRS website and complete a quick application. And most people, they get their EIN immediately when applying online, and the process is really straightforward, right? There's no paperwork, no mailing forms, and absolutely no fees when you do it yourself. And a helpful tip here, don't be fooled by companies that are charging for this service online. It is always free if you go straight through the IRS. You'll basically use your EIN for banks, tax filings, and the most important business tax. So just keep that number handy. Now that was an easy one, but what about taxes and licenses, right? Let's talk about that here in the next step. So here's where things get a little bit more difficult depending on what your business actually does. So not every LLC in Kentucky needs to register for state taxes, but if you sell goods, collect sales tax, or have employees, you absolutely must register with the Kentucky Department of Revenue. The process is quick and online via the Kentucky One-Stop Business Portal. You'll use your EIN that you just got to create a business tax account. Now, most common tax registrations include, sales and use tax if you sell physical products, withholding tax if you're paying employees. And don't worry, this part, it doesn't cost anything to complete either. It's just about making sure that the state knows what kind of business you're actually running. The tricky part, failing to register for required taxes up front can actually lead to massive penalties later. But once this step is done, you're almost ready to operate. Just a few final tasks to check off before you go live. So your LLC is officially formed, right? But you're not done yet. So first up, you'll want to open a business bank account, right? This keeps your business income separate from your personal income, which is a must if you want to keep your liability protection. Most banks will ask for your EIN and approved articles of organization. Next, check if you need any licenses or permits. So Kentucky doesn't require a statewide business license, but local counties and cities, they often do, especially for things like, construction, food service, or retail. You can find local requirements through Kentucky's One-Stop Business Portal if you need them. And finally, don't forget to file your annual report. So Kentucky requires this by June 30th each year, and it only costs $15. If you forget one of these steps, your LLC, it could fall out of good standing with the state, or worse, get dissolved. And that's why wrapping up these final to-dos, they really do matter. So now that you've got everything in motion, right, what's it really going to cost to keep this thing running year after year? Well, let's get into that. Okay, so starting your LLC in Kentucky is one of the most affordable places to do it in the country, but that doesn't mean it's free. So here's what you're likely to spend up front. So first is your LLC name reservation. If needed, it's optional. That's $15. Next, your articles of organization that is required. That's a $40 one-time fee. Next, we have your registered agent, optional but recommended. It's $0 if you're your own agent, or $39 for the first year if you use Northwest registered agents, which I recommend. And then we have the operating agreement, which is optional, but it's free to do with templates or hundreds of dollars if you decide to use a lawyer. So the estimated total first year cost, probably around $100 to $200, depending on your setup. So next here, let's talk about what it'll cost to keep your LLC running each year, right? So your annual report fee, that'll be $15 due by June 30th of every year. Registered agent, if you're using Northwest registered agents, that's $125 a year to stay in compliance. Also, your limited liability entity tax, that is a minimum of $175 annually, even if you don't turn a profit. More details in the description on that. So your estimated ongoing annual cost, roughly $185 to $350. Now, with such low barriers to entry, Kentucky gives you a real shot at launching something successful without draining your savings account. But those low fees, they won't help if you fall behind on compliance. So just make sure that you always follow all the requirements that we went through in this video. Now, again, to help with this entire process, I do advise you to use a service like Northwest Registered Agent. Just makes it so much easier. And again, you can click right up here to check it out, as they'll help you stay in compliance year after year while you focus on just trying to build and maintain a profitable business. Now, if you have any questions for me or you're a little bit confused about the process, no problem at all. Just drop me a comment below and I will do my absolute best to help you out as soon as possible. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.